right, so I don't expect a lot of people to be on here because it's like fucking midnight and shit. But I want to say this anyway. I was watching, them. I fell asleep because I had ate some egg and the shit had made me sick. Hey, my third shift workers. I ate some egg and it had made me sick to my stomach. And so I really came in here to lay down and I wound up just um, falling the fuck to sleep. But anyway, this ain't what this is about. So today, while I was at the store, I was I love that show. It was I was at the store and I was watching them. Leave, leave. The one time she's staying with somebody having hard times, leave. Why are you there? Leave. She don't owe you nothing. If why you are the reason why you in the position that you in, let's be real. Um, but anyway, I was watching them on Amazon. Come on, son. Anybody? Anybody seen it before? I was watching them, and I was watching them, and Ree had came in, and he was watching it too. That's who had got me. Hey, Ashay Taylor. That's who had got me watching it was Ree. I had watched some episodes. This came out last year, and it's called Them. And so I had missed some episodes, and so I had started back watching it. Yeah, about come to California. Which is so funny because it's just overran by niggas now. But that's not what I wanted to talk about with this. Y'all, if you are a African American, if you are a Native American, if you are Hispanic or anything like that, do you realize that we naturally suffer from PTSD? Did y'all realize that? I did not fucking realize that shit until I was watching it. And if you don't get it, let me fucking explain. Black people, indigenous people, Hispanic people, people of color that have came to America uh via we was brought to this motherfucker. Man, god damn. It Reese said, do you know that like sometimes I really love talking to him because that nigga be on a different level. We suffer naturally from PTSD, and we are so fucking used to trauma and drama. Like, we naturally gravitate to that shit. And white people don't even get that about us. That we are naturally, naturally, send this to your friends. Send it, and this is a conversation that we should have because white people don't go through the drama that we go through. They don't even understand it because they think they're saying, we're sorry that this happened. We're sorry that you're going through this. We've moved on. You should move on. How can you move on from something that's in your DNA? They will never understand it. They will never fucking understand that. So, no offense. If you are African American, if you are a indigenous person, if you are Hispanic, if you are anything other than Caucasian, how can you even be comfortable being with another person in another race when they have no idea. You talking about, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't interracially date or anything like that, because I've dated outside my race. I've dated white boys. I have. And I've also dated Hispanics. But I feel I correlated with the Hispanic people than I did um the white boy. But how can you tell us to let it go? How can you tell us that we shouldn't be? Y'all look at Pride asleep like a motherfucker and snoring, girl, girl. But how can you even be comfortable with that? How can you? Okay, this bitch sleep like she then worked 8 hours. Proud of the snoring, sis. How can you even be comfortable with that? How can you even be? How can you even be? And I think what the problem is too is we expect them to understand. We expect them to get it. We expect people to understand our pain, our frustration, us being tired. We expect that. And that's the fucking problem. How can you expect a motherfucker that does not relate, cannot understand, to understand and have that expectation of them? It is so fucking unrealistic. We walk around this bitch naturally with PTSD every day, but yet we do nothing about it because we're supposed to understand that it's over with. No, the fuck it's not. Why do you think that they can still feel this way secretly about us? Why do you even think that white women feel like they understand a black woman? Or why do you think they're so easily intimidated by us? Because we are made from a different cloth. We are DNA need trauma bonded. We naturally do that. Look at this nigga. Major. This some good sleep. Hey, Major. 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 Daddy. Big Daddy. Son. 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 This nigga here. But I was looking at that movie and that just came to my I'm looking at the series and it just came to my mind. That's why we flip off at nothing. That's why our grandmamas was mad all the motherfucking time. That's why our mamas was mad and bitter all the motherfucking time. You wonder why black women are so fucking bitter and so fucking angry. And we have such a passion about the things that we have a passion for. It's because we don't have no choice. And then the creme de la croix that really does chap my high with all of this shit is America was founded by fucking criminals, degenerates, tyrants, and motherfucking bad people. But you want us to be good? I just I was just looking at that like, damn. Like, remember they used to ship the whores, the sick whores, and the fucking criminals and the bad people over here from Europe. The monarchy. They didn't even want on them. Ain't that crazy? We gotta seek therapy. And I don't even know if it's a resolution because you think, I don't want to teach my kids this. But if you don't teach it to them, you make them weak because they have no understanding, no backing. That's why this generation of kids, because they take it out the history books and they water the shit down. It made me feel like, too, good morning. It made me feel like, too, why the fuck would a white person even want to practice hoodoo? Voodoo. How? Even if you're adopted into a practice that people are born into, how do you even feel comfortable when it's based off ancestors? Look at my skin tone. Just because some European raped an ancestor of mine. And that's why I'm here like this. They feel entitled to everything because, remember, the founding father of this motherfucker were thieves. And I'm tired of not saying nothing and trying to be politically correct. Listen, you can be white and follow me. But I'm going to say what I have to say. I had stopped really doing it because people find offense with every fucking thing. And so people never really speak their mind. But that ain't never been my forte. I've always spoke my motherfucking mind about shit. And I'm going to speak my mind about this shit too. Now, I don't have no motherfucking problem with no white folk. But you better fucking respect me. You better respect my fucking journey and every goddamn thing that I've been through. And you don't get to act entitled with me. And your white woman tears do not matter to me. You want to talk about dealing with some shit? This is a harsh fucking reality. We can't get over it. Y'all still doing shit to fucking remind us. How can you ask for forgiveness about something that you keep fucking hurting us with? I know this is probably a fucked up video and I probably shouldn't be saying none of this, but I ain't never built no platform over biting my motherfucking tongue. And people dislike me for lesser shit. How can you say, let it go? It didn't happen to you. You were enslaved. That shit is in our DNA. Being black is a fucking marker when it comes to insurance for high blood pressure and all of that. Being black is a motherfucking health threat. The fuck you mean? Get over it. We can't. I don't give a fuck if you had a silver spoon in your mouth. If you are a fucking black person, you are still fucking traumatized naturally. Why we can't fucking say that? That's why we be ready for a motherfucker to jump off. That's why we be ready for a motherfucker to flip. That's why we be ready because it is in our DNA to be like that. That's why we so goddamn defensive. That's why we be so easily fucking hurt. I don't even think it even has anything to do with emotional intelligence other than the fact you got to be able to differentiate some shit and you got to mature in it. We're even taught that whatever go on in our house, stay in our house. So we're not even taught to verbalize what the fuck is going on. We didn't even trust the outside world. That's why your mama don't smile. That's why you raising your fucking mama. She's 60 years old acting like she 12. That's why some of our daddies, they so easy to pick up and walk away. Because a white man could tell a black man to get the fuck on and sell him away from all of his family. So it's in his DNA to run. It's in his DNA not to father, not to husband. It's in his DNA. This shit is much deeper than we fucking think. And it's in his DNA not to trust. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I don't know. But damn, the only time a nigga act right is when white folks tell him what to do. Tell them to pay their child support. Tell them when to visit their kids. Ain't that fucked up? Thank you, Carrie. I was just fucking thinking about that shit. Watching them on Amazon Prime. Can you imagine literally the first generation of slaves that came over here and did not speak the language? And what do you do when a motherfucker don't hear you? You yell at them. So they yelling at them and beating their motherfucking ass and treating them like fucking pure fucking shit. And having no motherfucking choice but to take it. Can you imagine a person thinking, you thinking today that certain shit you can't handle when they didn't even fucking have a choice? I got to sit up on the side of the bed. That's where hoodoo and shit, it come from. It come from that type of shit. So how can you honestly expect for it to bring you love and shit like that when it came from such fucking pain? And then to add insult to fucking injury, tell them that they are a part of the Bible and push it on them, but tell them you part of the Bible, there's a punishment. Well, I can't imagine being punished no more than what the fuck I already am. Damn. Am I that bad of a fucking person? And you know what society says? Yes. Yes, you are. That's some shit. That's why our kids think that we're naturally ugly and filthy and we're not good. Can you imagine a king, a queen, children of noble blood that they take and enslave? And they didn't fight a war, lost. Y'all, we got to really do something about ourselves. And stop asking for permission to be happy. Stop asking for permission to be. We got to stop doing shit like that. We really do. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop asking permission to live and to be happy. Like, we got to do that. Because, believe it or not, we still looking for acceptance. But you looking for acceptance from people, they could never understand you. So what acceptance can they give you? They give us consolation prizes, and we think we're winning. That's the first reality. Let it go. I can't. It's in my DNA. That's why it's so easy when something happens for them to be the victim. And we always are the villain. Ain't nothing wrong. That's just crazy to me. That's just my midnight thoughts. That's what happens when I go to sleep at 8 o'clock. And if you are a black person, a person of color, and you work for a company and you're either the only black or one of the only blacks, you just a token nigga playing their games. I remember I was working for this company and I was the only black person that worked there. I thought that was a flex. And I was an office manager, but I wasn't an office manager because the owner didn't really trust me. And rightly so. Bitch ass motherfucker was uh fucking scamming everybody and scamming me. But I thought I'm the only black person here. This is a flex. They accept me. But they didn't. Do you know they used to talk to me like, you need to do it like this, and you need to do it like that. And I used to think to myself, why are they talking to me like that? All they got to do is just say what it is that I need to do. Okay. And I'd be like, so one time, one of the uh, one of the employees had a wife, white lady, live in a real nice area. I would drive an hour and literally 20, 30 minutes to work. And they live like literally right down the street. So every day when I would get to work, the man who owned the office, the business, he come in my office. I ain't even put my purse down. And he just started telling me what to do. And I'd be like, God damn, I haven't even put my purse down. I haven't even, it was a white man. Here he come. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. You need to fix this. You need to find out what. And in my mind, I'll be wanting to say, this is how it's always done. The black woman got to come in and fix every motherfucking thing, even for the fucking white man. But they don't even fucking respect us. So anyway, the movie The Help had just came out. This is how long ago this was. And that's that movie with what's that movie? What's some actress's name? Well, anyway, it was a small town in the 60s. and they wrote a book about being housekeepers and all the drama and the stories that came with that. Y'all remember that movie? All right. So, yeah, Viola Davis, yeah. So they hired, now I'm supposed to be the one that's doing the hiring, but he hired his friend's wife to work there. Just train her. Okay. So it's my story time. So we go out to lunch, and I'm thinking there's about three, four white women that work there with me, and I'm the boss for all of them. Octavia Spencer, yeah. And so we go to Jason's Deli and we order our food. And the lady goes, I went this weekend, me and my husband, and being a husband was cool. I thought he was a cool white boy. I thought he was cool white people. Ain't no such a thing. Um, because he was somebody I would joke with every day and shit like that. It's so crazy to hear about me work for somebody else. I know, child, I would never do that again. And I do mean never. I'd rather sell my ass and rub my pussy on motherfucking hot cut glass and motherfucking Haitian heat than to work for somebody else again. But anyway, back to the story. So, we sitting around and I I thought it was a flex that I was the black woman, the boss over all of the, yes, Haitian heat. With all, because you know it'd be hot in a motherfucking Haiti. But anyway, um, with these white women. And all we kicking and this the point that I want y'all to make. I'm smarter than every last one of them hoes. I drive a better car, live in a better house. But them hoes thought they were better than me. They always fucking thought they better than me. And it wasn't nothing that they said. It wasn't nothing that they did. It was just the way that they looked at me and I felt like that. Like these hoes think that they better than me. And I used to have to dumb down my fucking conversation with these white hoes. Every fucking time. They sit up, yeah, my husband wants me to do this and do that. And, blah, 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 blah. And I be thinking, well, what's wrong with doing it? So anyway, so we eating Jason Daly. We cash it. And because they was like, Jason Daly is so good. So she goes, I went and I saw the slave movie. I saw the slave movie over the weekend. It was so good, Nikki. I said, a slave movie. And I think it was the evolution of Duchess because, yeah, it was the evolution of Duchess. A slave movie? So I ain't, maybe y'all process stuff real fast. I don't really process stuff that fast because I got to think about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about the shit that a motherfucker done said to me. And I got to process. I don't know if that's a Taurus trait or maybe I'm just slow. I don't know. But it take me a minute. That's why my reads come so motherfucking fierce. Because, bitch, I thought about what the fuck you said. I thought about what the fuck you said, ho. And that's why I read for fucking filth. And I don't have to cuss you out. I ain't got to holler at you because I thought about what you said, bitch. I thought about what you said. Is it a Taurus thing? Okay. So I didn't say nothing at the table because me and that bitch rode together. She drove. Yeah, Amy, it's Taurus thing. I mean, it's a story time. So I'm never quick to get angry, and y'all need to work on that too. Cause you want to process when you get mad and shit and you get emotional, you don't think. So it dawned on me when I got in the car that this bitch was talking about the movie The Help. She was not fucking talking about a slave movie. So me being the motherfucker that I've always been, I say her name was Kelly. That's that bitch name. It was Kelly. So I say, Kelly, you talking about the movie The Help? She said, yeah, yeah. I said, Kelly, that wasn't a slave movie. That movie took place in the 60s, I believe. And it was about housekeepers, maids that worked in white people's homes in the 60s and the stories and the trials and tribulations that they went through. That bitch didn't say nothing else. I say, now maybe where you from, they still had slaves in the 60s. But the reality of it is slavery was supposed to be over with. So we get back to the office, and I realize I go in my office and I close my door, and I had a couple of meetings I had to go to. And this is when you used Skype. So I had a couple of Skype meetings that I had to go to. So I get off of Skype and I open the door and I go back there to tell the owner what has transpired. And I realized he looked at me differently. And he said, I can talk to you when you get a moment. And I said, okay. So I went on and told him what the meeting was about and, what I think we should do. And, these are my notes and blah, 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 blah. And he says, okay, because he was on the phone too. So I go back to my office and I'm just working like I normally do, like a motherfucking slave for these goddamn white folks that don't even pay me as much as I found out that they paying some of the white ladies that are just my assistants more than me. That's why I robbed ass. But anyway, so he comes to my office and he says to me, aren't I good to you? Am I not good to you? I said, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm still oblivious. He said, aren't I good to you? I pay you real nice, don't I? I made you the office manager over my wife. And you go and you offend Kelly like that? What are you talking about? Offend Kelly like that? He said, you told her that the movie that she went to go see or something like that. I don't know what trashy movie you were talking about. But you said that the movie was not about slavery and you made her feel bad because she misunderstood something. I mean, it wasn't that important for you to be right and to make her wrong. Then you said where she was from, they had slaves. Kelly's a good person, good wife, Good mother. How could you say that to her? I sit there for a minute because, again, it takes me a minute to process something. And I said, I offended her. What about what she said offending me? He said, what do you care for? I said, because what she said wasn't true. That's not the movie. And he said, well, it's just a movie. It's not that big of a deal. Now she wants to quit. So we're losing this super employee because you were being racist. I was shocked, but I wasn't allowed to be appalled. And I should have been grateful that he gave me an opportunity. And how dare I fuck up the opportunity that he gave me by offending this nice Christian white woman. You need to apologize to her. That's what he said. Maybe she'll stay. But you need to apologize to her because you just don't do that. And something snapped at me, y'all. It snapped at me and I said, I'd rather you fire me. And he just stood there and looked at me. And this was a big old white man. And y'all want to hear something crazy? He was from New Mexico. He had worked for a company that he had stole millions and millions and millions of dollars from. And that's the company that I embezzled almost $1 million from. That's why I almost went to prison. Because I almost robbed that motherfucker blind. Every day. Coming to that office. Taking a fucking shit. Being the token black woman. So you can call me a criminal. You can say I embezzled a thief. I did my time for that. I didn't go to prison, but I had to pay a lot of money back. And they could only find $100,000. Imagine. And the last tee, can you imagine this motherfucker finding out that this white woman got his ass? That's why they came at me so hard. I ain't saying what I did was right, but you do understand, don't you? And I understand. I understand. Sometimes things are a necessary evil. Those people that he scammed out of all of that money in New Mexico, it was those people retirements. It was black people. He didn't go to jail. He didn't even have to pay the money back. But he wanted to prosecute me to the fullest extent because how dare I? He gave me all of this opportunity and this nigga did him like that. I'm sure he still think about me every motherfucking day. It ain't cool when a rabbit got the gun. So I learned after going through all of that, and it was hoodoo that got me out that trouble. It was hoodoo that got me out that criminal case because they was looking at giving me 25 years. See, I'm not embarrassed by anything that I do. I don't feel bad about shit I do because I made a conscious decision. And how it started actually, he had bullshitted me out of a deal that I got, and my commission should have been 30,000. And I was like, I'm gonna get my money. People want to call me up. She was a criminal. She was this. I was just young. I was reckless with my magic. But I was always fucking smart. Always smart than a bitch. I could just use my powers for good now. Can you imagine for them to see what I have become and to think that they were the ones that tried to tie me to the tree to hang me? That's why I say it ain't never the sheep. You always got to go after the wolf. I bet that motherfucker still think about that now. That nigga bitch that he helped did that to him. How could she? Those dirty people. Those evil niggas. I could talk about it now because it's over with. But yeah. See, I've always been the motherfucker that process slow. Oh, but when I get you back, because I had time to think about it, I'm going to dig deep on your motherfucking ass. And that's why I don't prey on the weak. Another black person is not my enemy. Another spiritualist is not my fucking enemy. They're just trying to get what they can get to. I might not like how they do it. I might not like how they move. But that's their business. Just me. People love to bring up your past, and I remember they used to rob my motherfucking ass about my fucking past. So they can have something to say. I guess to make me feel bad about it. But you can't make me feel bad about shit I done. Because sometimes we need to stop looking at the person's actions and look at the root of why they did it. We'd have been through so goddamn much. We deserve the win. And that's why 2023 is so goddamn important. It's so important to us. Even if you don't see it, I'm going to say it. I said today, I was having a conversation with my husband. I was having a conversation with him, and I was telling him that I always feel like people don't want to talk to me. And he goes, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that people don't want to disappoint you. So they don't know how to come to you. I said, they should come to me regular. I said, it's not a big deal. He said, baby, you are a big deal. Even if you don't think you are. And I said, I'm regular. He said, no, you not. He said, baby, you change lives. You tell the truth and you change lives. He said, you don't even realize the power that you have over people, your presence. The empowerment you give people. He said, even I don't want to disappoint you. He said, our kids feel like they can never live up to who you are. And I go, that's not fucking true. He go, yes, it is. He said, you the person that can break somebody down and build them up in the same conversation. You gonna call out everything because you do that to me. But then you empower me so I can empower myself. He was like, baby, that's a gift. He was like, to watch you grow and be like this. And I was like, I never even looked at it like that. See, people think that I came into this shit trying to get rich and I ain't coming there like that. I never even looked at it like that. Now, I will say that I know how to say things better to people than when I first started because I understood that I have a presence in a person's life. And whereas I don't think that I'm saying it in uh whatever way, depending on where they are, they could interpret it in another way. So I realized I have to give that message, but I have to give it in a way that I'm not offending their nature. Because remember what I said on this video when it first started is that we are automatically offended. Because at the end of the day, all of us just want to be heard. We want to be seen. And more importantly, we want to be loved. Even if we are fucked up. Even if we are misunderstood. We still just want to be seen. We still just want to be loved. We still just want to be felt. So I realized I can still give you your message in your reading, in your conversation. I'm going to call you out on your shit, but I'm going to love you too. Because sometimes the only thing that's going to sharpen you is my iron to yours. You ain't got to be built for tough. You just got to be built. So anyway, I'm finna take my ass to sleep. I just woke up. I just wanted to do this video. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to, I guess, get that shit out. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me. Comment below. Tell me what y'all think. I'm going to read these comments. And I'm going to try to respond to them. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And support my fucking makeup. I don't know how to do no makeup tutorials and shit, but y'all asked for that red lipstick, and I gave y'all some more. I'm actually coming out, too. I'm almost finished working out with my cleansing your face makeup line. Line, too, where you have, like, different cleansers and toners and stuff for your face, because a lot of people are always asking about my skin. Now, and let me say this. I am not saying that I hate white people, because that's not true. However, I'm just telling the truth. And the truth always going to set us free. It's the lies that keep you in a bind. Ashe. Good night.